him.
Hey, I'm Val Halla. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee today, and I'm gonna talk to you.
Well, it's a really great meeting with you, and thank you for taking the time with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I wanted to start with and talk to you about, a little bit about what we're about, and it's really talking about technology and digital technologies out in the music industry. And I really want to start with how that's had an effect on your business as an artist and the effect it's had on you connecting with your fan base.
Well, I definitely spend a lot more time online now. I've got, probably upwards of 30 different sites that I'm frequently on, like posting music, um, linking up blogs and all kinds of things so that, I'm creating kind of like a presence on each of these sites, and it's kind of going up by the day as I find more and stuff. And I think that it's good to have at least be there on enough of them, because you have different people that are on each one, and different people go to different ones for different reasons. So you've got to. I spend a lot of time on the computer now that maybe I didn't 10 years ago. So
How has that really affected you, though, like I was asking, in terms of connection with your fans?
it's a lot broader of an audience. You can reach people, in any country, anywhere kind of thing. You can get people that are into your music but otherwise would never have heard you before. And it's a little more up to the minute, I guess, as far as when you want to communicate with fans, you can do it instantly. So, I guess.
Has it really helped you to identify like the musical demographic that you're trying to reach and audience that you're trying to reach?
um, I think you can definitely do that online, and there's a lot of different programs that help you to do that, where you can see, um, who's requesting you. There's one site that Demand, I think it's called. I can't even remember now, but it's like basically people will, if they want you to come to their city, they demand you and say, come to Austin, Texas, or something like that. And so you can see that, okay, there's people in this area that are looking at my music, interested in it, that kind of thing. And I mean, even MySpace, every time that I get friends added, I always check when they're adding where they're from, what they're about, see if maybe they knew somebody that I knew, or how they found out about me. And that kind of stuff is all really good for trying to zero in on that. So I'm still working on it myself, because it takes a lot of time to compile that kind of information and really narrow it down, but it's definitely a tool.
Tell me a little bit about what your goals are and what you're trying to accomplish as an artist. What's the direction that you're trying to take right now?
Um, I'm getting, a few songs organized, like a demo going, to try and basically I'm trying to build a team, basically, because there's so much that you need to do online now that I'm getting exhausted by it, and I can't just do it by myself. So you definitely have to build a team, and it doesn't have to be that you're going and paying, some pro marketing company a bunch of money to do it. If you have a friend who, knows basic web programming, or, is a graphic designer or whatever, look around to your friends and build your team out of people that are close to you, because chances are they're going to want to help. And I mean, everybody's trying to kind of move up, so it's like you get their back, they'll get yours, and together you kind of start to build this team. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of building from the ground up.
What influenced you? What are your biggest influences and helped you to go after what you wanted to in music? Like from a sound perspective, what are some of the biggest influences? What I guess that's what I'm getting to. That have really
Musically,
influenced you musically and artistically, and have really been a part of you.
um, early on, when I was like a little girl, I really liked a lot of Canadian female singer-songwriters, Amanda Marshall, Chantel Kraviazik, Jan Arden, Alanis Morissette. They were all kind of like these, cool singer-songwriters, real powerful voices, not, wussy in any way. So that initially, when I first was listening to music, that got me thinking like, I remember thinking like, I want to sing like that. I don't want to, I wanted to belt. And as I, got into my teens and stuff, Led Zeppelin was a huge one, kind of bringing in that darker side of things and real kind of rebellious, musically rebellious things, like ideas of, making songs that just musically are something that goes against the norm. And I like a lot of heavier stuff too, like System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine, Iron Maiden.
Which, if people don't know, is also another Canadian band, isn't it?
Iron Maiden, no.
They're not?
They're from the UK.
They're from the UK.
But, the Commonwealth.
They actually have a very big they have a very big Canadian following, is what I came to find out, like here recently.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. They're still out there.
Oh, they're still out there. They're still doing it.
So you're a rocker slash. What would you,
I have
would
a
you
lot
put
of
your music
heavy.
into?
Pardon me?
What category would you put your? I don't like to really categorize in terms of genre, but what kind of sound?
Well, I'd say, I've got the kind of singer-songwriter sensitive side going on, but I am a huge lover of heavy music. But at the same time, like I did play in a band in Canada that was heavy. It was kind of like Nirvana meets Rush, kind of like alternative prog rock or something. But it was exhausting on my voice for one thing, because you just, I mean, as much as I love heavy music and some of these singers and stuff, it's like trying to emulate something like that if that's not really what my voice naturally wants to do. As much as I love the music, I had to be like, just because I love it doesn't mean I have to be it. So I'd say now I've kind of settled into what's really comfortable to me, what comes really natural, and it's sort of Americana kind of rock, rock meets Americana, kind of like Sheryl Crow meets, I don't know, Joan Jett or something like that.
Joan Jett meets Sheryl Crow. That's awesome.
Sure.
Where do you have some shows that are coming up soon? That some of your fans could come out and see you.
I'm going to be playing the Red Gorilla Festival in Austin, Texas.
Is that during South by Southwest?
Yeah, it is. But it is its own, thing. It's not playing South by Southwest. It's Red Gorilla Music Festival. It's put on, I believe the guy that puts it on is a Nashville guy, and they actually do it in different cities. But when they do the Austin stop is during South by Southwest. So that's on Thursday, March the 19th, I believe, at Nuno's on 6th Street, downstairs.
Downstairs.
1 p.m.
That's awesome. So what can people be looking from you shortly soon? I heard you told me you have a music video that you're getting ready to film.
Yep, there's going to be a music video for my song The Bad Girl Touch. It's kind of like a rockabilly, it's got the heaviness but with a little quirkiness to it, I guess. And I'm going to be in Toronto for Canadian Music Week, and Los Angeles for ASCAP Expo and Music Expo. And I'm going to be putting all my energy into building this team so that I can get this final album done that I've been waiting a very long time to do. And hopefully that'll be coming out later this year, so everyone should stay tuned for that.
Thank you for taking the time with us today, and I wish you tons of luck, and we'll definitely stay in touch and see how your progress is going.
Thank you.